We're broadcasting from the Middle Tennessee Electric Studios. Middle Tennessee Electric, serving to make life better since 1936.
Visit MTE.com.
FM 101.9, FM 100.5, AM 1450, and online at WGNSradio.com. Talking with Rutherford County newsmakers about what matters most to you. This is the WGNS Action Line with Scott Walker. This is the WGNS Action Line, talking with Rutherford County newsmakers about what matters most to you. Now, your host, Scott Walker.
Our guest in studio today from MTSU, we have Rachel Helms, and she is the Assistant Director of the MTSU Office of Alumni Relations. How are you this morning?
I'm doing great, thank you.
What all is going on at MTSU?
We are going to have our annual Alumni Spring Showcase. It's going to be held from April 9th through the 19th. It's when we invite alumni back to campus to participate in all the lectures, exhibits, sporting events, workshops that are going on during the spring semester. Our colleges and programs always have something going on, and many of them open up these events for alumni to come and enjoy.
Rachel, tell us a little bit about yourself and what do you enjoy about being a part of MTSU?
Well, I've been in the Alumni Association's office for just a year now, but I've been at MTSU going on for 12 years. But something I love to do, I love creating the programming for alumni. I love meeting our alumni. And I have really loved putting together this spring showcase this year.
To make this spring showcase happen, you've worked with, I guess, a lot of departments, right?
That's correct.
What are some of those departments that are involved?
Sure. This year, we have the College of Behavioral and Health Sciences actually created an event just for the showcase this year. It's called the True Blue Zone. And it's an interactive workshop. And essentially what it is when, there's been a lot of research about there's certain people in certain geographic areas and regions in the world where they live longer and healthier lives. And the research shows that there's a lot of things that go into that. So, whether it's their diet or their mindset or having a purpose. And so it really fits what the College of Behavioral and Health Sciences does. So what they're going to do is they're going to do a short lecture, and then they're going to have this workshop where they're going to have different stations where they're going to have everything from their nutrition and dietetics, leisure studies, exercise science, their public health, where you can go around and talk to them about that. So it's a really unique event. It's something that Vicki Harden from Social Work has put together, and it's going to be really great. I can't wait to go. Working
in alumni relations, I'm sure you come across a lot of folks who graduated from MTSU in the past, and there's no telling what they're doing today with their career, but are you ever surprised at some of the careers that you do hear about?
You know, I used to work in the College of Media and Entertainment.
That would be the coolest for alumni to come back, I would think.
That's true. It's really neat whenever you do, especially when you know kids as, when they're in school and then they go on to win a Grammy and you're just like, man, that is so neat, So I've been really lucky to know a lot of really great alums.
Coming from that department, when you see some of these names up there on the stage performing, are you ever like, well, that's not really how they act in real life? I think I couldn't help but to do that if I were, from that department originally.
It is funny though. Sometimes, a lot of our students, they are so hardworking and they really know what they want to do when they get into school. So sometimes you can just tell.
Yeah.
You're like, man, they're gonna make it, and when they do, you're just even that much more happy for them.
That's cool. Again, with us this morning, Rachel Helms, Assistant Director for the MTSU Office of Alumni Relations. Coming up, we have a lot of family-friendly type events that are going to be held. Now, are these events all going to be on the MTSU campus, or where are they going to be, and what are they?
Sure. So most of them are on campus. The first one I'm going to talk about, though, is actually going to be at the Discovery Center. So not too far from campus, but on April 11th, we are going to have an alumni family night at the Discovery Center. It is free. It starts at 6 p.m. And we're going to have the Spaghetti Monster food truck there. It's actually owned by one of our alums. And just so you know, they do serve more than spaghetti. They've got chicken nuggets and French fries for the kids. But you can drop by, you can eat, and you can go into the Discovery Center and you can play until about 8 p.m.
That's cool. And then there's a special Easter egg hunt coming up?
That's right. It's the annual Pan-Hellenic Easter egg hunt that starts at 2 p.m. on Sunday, April the 13th. It's going to be on the big lawn there on the corner of Middle Tennessee Boulevard and Main Street. And I have taken my daughter there every year, and she's getting really good with finding those Easter eggs. So, but we always have a great time. They've also got a lot of really good games for little kids, and they always, of course, have the inflatable as well.
The famous inflatables.
Exactly.
And then for those who enjoy fossils, rocks, and things like that, what do you have?
So there's a new event that Dr. Cribb in our geosciences department came up with, and I love this idea. He is going to take people on a campus geology field trip. So all you have to do is register and meet us at the Science Building, Davis Science Building, on Good Friday. It's April 18th. Starts at 1 o'clock, and he's going to take us on a campus tour to explore the rocks and minerals that make up our academic buildings. Because he was telling me, he said, the Walker Library, the floor of the Walker Library, he goes, you notice how like it has little brown spots and stuff in it? And I said, yeah. And he goes, those are fossils. And I said, you're kidding. And he said, yeah. So it's a really neat event also to bring your, if you want to bring your kids, he said they're more than welcome.
That does sound interesting. I'm always surprised at some of the fossils that people find in Middle Tennessee. What is it? The woolly mammoth, the great big tusk and everything. People have found fossils of that here in Tennessee, like the actual tusk or the teeth. It's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool.
Also coming up, we have the career networking. What is that?
So we wanted to include alums. Some alums just can't get back to campus for something like this. So what we did was develop just a free webinar, and we're collaborating with MTSU's Career Development Center. And we're going to have 2 advisors from the Development Center, and they're just going to be talking about Career Networking 101. That's been something that people have really been asking for. And so that will be on April 9th. And it's going to be over your lunch hour, so it'll be at noon. So it's free as well. All you need to do is register at mtalumni.com.
I know you mentioned the College of Behavioral Health and Sciences about their interactive workshop, but can you talk a little bit more about that? Because it's really interesting, some of the studies that come out of MTSU, but this one in particular about living longer and living healthier lives.
Yeah, what I thought was interesting is the locations. It's not just one part of the world. It's everywhere from Okinawa, Japan, to parts of Costa Rica, to Sardinia, Italy. And so that's why it became such an interesting topic is all these places are so different, but yet these people are living well into their hundreds and they're very, very healthy. So they're going to dive into that a little more and really sort of give everybody tips on how we can all be healthier.
I wonder what they found. Is it the diet that they have? What is it?
What's interesting is I read a little bit about this, and they identified, I believe it was 9 particular things, and it was a combination of all of them is what they said. It wasn't necessarily just one thing. You would think, oh, it's because they got good exercise, or because they, ate really well. But they said, no, a lot of it had to do with also having a purpose, having a certain mindset. And so I can't wait to hear the lecture on it. It's going to be great.
With Costa Rica being one of the places, if you bought me a house there, I could probably live longer.
Me too.
Again, with us today, Rachel Helms with MTSU, the Assistant Director of the MTSU Office of Alumni Relations. And as we close this morning, kind of give us a recap and, again, the dates for some of these events.
Yeah, of course. The Alumni Spring Showcase is from April 9th through the 19th. And a couple of things to remember, the family-friendly events. We have April 11th, the Family Night at the Discovery Center. On April 12th, we're going to have a Spring Weekend Kids Zone. We're going to set up in front of Reese Smith Baseball Field, and we're going to have free Kona Ice for the first 50 kids, ages 12 and under. And then, of course, we've got our field trip, the geology field trip, that's going to be on the 18th. And to register for these events, they're free. You just need to register. It's mtalumni.com.
How many people are you planning for some of these events? Have you got any idea?
It just depends. Sometimes we have, 100 people show up. I know for the Easter egg hunt, they always have a great turnout. So we're hoping for as many people that want to come as possible. So
for more information, you can go to mtalumni.com/spring showcase, and that should give you the breakdown of all the details, right?
It sure will. Absolutely.
And again, this officially starts April 9th. Is that the first day?
That's correct.
So a lot happening at MTSU and I guess through MTSU. And once more with us this morning, Rachel Helms, Assistant Director of the MTSU Office of Alumni Relations. Well, thank you for joining us.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it.
The Action Line on FM 101.9 and AM 1450 Murfreesboro, FM 100.5 Smyrna. Listen and watch at WGNSradio.com.
Here at Animal City in Murfreesboro, we are your go-to for everything cold-blooded. Whether it's geckos or snakes or tortoises, we've got a great selection. Plus, we've got all the tanks, lighting, and food to set up the perfect habitat. If you're not sure where to start, don't worry. Our team knows reptiles and can help you every step of the way. Come see us at 919 Northwest Broad Street in Murfreesboro. We're open Monday through Saturday, 10 to 6, and Sunday from 1 to 5.
Hi, I'm Larry Castelli, and I love living at Adams Place. I do exercise. I go 3 times a week. I go to stretch and balance, always conscious of your needs. It's not that someone is telling you what to do, it's they're looking out for you. It's a good workout.
And what about the food?
Oh, give me a break. There's so much food here. I would highly recommend Adams Place.